know how long it's been since I stopped taking videos, but I honestly don't care. I want to say I'm past caring, but that's not true. I'm lying. But like, I want to be past caring. Just confirming I'm an old woman, it's fine. Um, um, oh my god, self-doubt. It's such a crippling thing, and it drives me insane. And the past, I don't know, a few days or a week or however long it's been since I've not been making videos has been eventful. And I've been writing a lot more. I've been thinking a lot more and feeling a lot more because my immediate response whenever I feel pain is to avoid it. So it used to be stuffing it down, but then you reach a point where you can't stuff it down anymore. And then so you find other ways to avoid it by distracting yourself. And I think distracting myself became such a reflex that like even things such as like making videos became a distraction because my videos started becoming less about self-reflection and what I felt and more about what I wanted to tell you guys. And yeah, basically. And with an audience, I felt like I needed to say something, not just for you, like for me, but for you guys. And it was both gratifying, but at the same time crippling because it also meant that like I have an audience. Like people will know what I'm thinking. Like people are gonna know about my life, and it's terrifying. And I would kind of be in like self-doubt and like let it get to me, or I would avoid it anytime it rose aroused, yeah, great choice of words, Angela. Like, yeah. God damn this fucking ponytail, man. Like, ugh, it's annoying me. Like, it feels nice because it's hot, but like pressing it against the wall and feeling the scrunchie dig into my scalp is not the best feeling, okay? Especially when I'm trying to have a serious ass conversation over here, like, excuse me. Anyways, so I'm dealing a lot with that and like trying to accept myself and dealing with what I thought was guilt, because I thought I was like, I feel like all this self-doubt and like stuff, and I'm just like, is it because I'm guilty? Is it because I can't accept who I am and what I've done in my past? And I was like thinking, oh my god, like what? And I'm like, am I guilty? Like what is this? And I, for the longest time, like I thought it was guilt, and I was just kind of like ignored. I don't know how to get over it, so like whatever. And I started like questioning everything, and like it led to me not doing my videos, and I want to say that I regret it, but I don't, because not making videos has honestly been a relief, because I didn't feel pressured anymore, because I sort of made a low-key promise that these videos were therapy for me, so I had to push myself to do them every day. When, yes, that was good in some ways because it pushed me to self-reflect, because at the time when I started making videos, I was not self-reflecting, and I was avoiding thinking about anything not having to do with, like, I mean, everything that had to do with myself, I was avoiding that because I was so used to giving and never, like, thinking and taking for myself. And starting this YouTube channel has done that for me, and it's amazing, and I've realized that I need to take care of myself. And like these videos help me start that process, and that's amazing, and I will forever be grateful for that. But at the same time, when I started getting an audience, like it felt amazing because I was like, oh my god, people appreciate me, people love me, like, and I'm getting my message across, because more and more these videos started turning into less for me and more for you guys, which is both good and bad, because it's good in the way that I'm getting my message across, because half of the reason why I started these videos was because like I was like, I know that people are afraid of being vulnerable. I know people are afraid of sharing their pain, and I wanted to like express that that's okay. Like it's okay. And but slowly, like, because that kind of was like a dream, a far-fetched dream in my mind when I started my channel. I was like, yeah, no one's gonna realize that I'm here because literally there's millions of people on that, like so many people on YouTube and like everywhere. So like, there's no way people are gonna recognize me. Like, no way, it's fine. And I was expecting maybe even hate too, because my YouTube channel, I literally just talk, and I was like, no one's gonna want to know about me because I'm just a vulnerable 16-year-old, my bad, 17-year-old now, 17-year-old girl who like just talks about her pain. And I thought no one would care. And it was a dream of mine that people would care. And once people did start caring, it was kind of like shock. I was like, this can't be possible. Like, what? And it was both gratifying and I felt like pleasure from it because I was like, oh my god, my story's getting across. But then there's also like this selfish part of me was like, I have love now. Like, I don't need anything else. Like, I just need their attention. And once I started realizing this, I was like afraid, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm turning. And because I have this thing where I'm like afraid of being bad, which I know is ridiculous. We can't possibly completely escape being bad forever, and I know that. But it's still an irrational fear of mine. I'm like afraid of being selfish and afraid of being a bitch, basically. And yet at the same time, like I fight and I'm like trying so hard to appear strong. And the only way you can do that is to put up a bitch front. But I'm terrified of that. I'm terrified of being a bitch and being like mean to people. But at the same time, like I want to defend myself and protect myself. So like I'm constantly fighting with myself and my fears and my doubt and my hopes and my dreams. And I'm sure that's everyone. But for me, because I'm experiencing it, like it's the end of the world every time it happens. And it happens to me every second of every day, but sometimes I can avoid it, especially through books. That's part of the reason why I love books so much. They're such an easy escape. And it's honestly addictive how easy it is to escape into another world. And yeah. But I just wanted to say that I'm like sorry for like, I don't know. I'm not sorry for leaving because I needed the break. Like, and I can't promise that my videos will continue like regularly. Like, I can't promise that they're gonna be every day like they used to be. Like, I can't promise that they're gonna be like anytime I feel something, I'm gonna go to the camera, because that's not healthy. Because the part of the reason why I started going to the camera so much was because I was seeking your gratification. Like, I was seeking your attention. I was like, it wasn't just to talk. Sorry, that I heard my grandma. I was like, shit, I don't want to wake her up. Like, goddamn, okay. But no, didn't wake her up. But I was like, it was more of like I was like seeking like attention, because sometimes like you can't always get in contact, or sometimes you don't always get attention from the people that are with you in person. And so I was thinking, oh my god, they're gonna watch me, they're gonna pay attention to me, like so like it started turning more into that instead of a message that I wanted to get across to people. And I was like, this is not healthy, like I can't do this. And like it was both in fear, self-doubt, and also like knowing that this wasn't healthy and that I needed a change. And these videos started a good change in me, but somehow I twisted it and it was a bad change, and so I needed a break. And I didn't have any idea how long the break was gonna be, but I now know like these videos are very important to me, and obviously like important to other people too, because there are other people who watch me, and I can't just give up on that just because I'm afraid. And even though like I'm scared and like I don't know how well I'm gonna continue these, And I don't know how I'm gonna change, and I don't know if I'll be able to like be like everything that you expect from me, because I don't know, I feel like you guys have expectations from me, and I don't know if I can achieve that, but I will try to be what I need to be for myself, and if that's good enough for you, then that's good enough for me too. But also, like, I just need to, as much as I appreciate like your gratification and everything, it's not healthy for me to fixate on it, so I'm not going to, and I might like ignore your comments, and I might like ignore you guys, but that's not because I don't love you and I don't appreciate you. It's just that like I am not in the healthy mindset to like accept everything that you have to give to me, because I don't know if I can handle it and not turn into the person that I fear I'm going to turn into. And so yeah, so like I'm like not going to be as like there as I was before, but that doesn't mean that these videos are any less important to me. That doesn't mean you guys are any less important to me. That doesn't mean that my cause, my dream, and like my like being is any less important to me, obviously. But it just means that I need distance to preserve myself, because I don't know if I can do it if I'm fully immersed and always there, and like I don't know. But I don't know, like these past few days have like helped me realize this, and like I can't always depend on these videos for everything. These videos are not just for me, they're for you guys as well, and I need to find an equal balance between them, an equilibrium, because it's not healthy to fully depend on this. I need to depend on myself as well. And at first these videos were that. They were my dependence on myself. But as I grew an audience, like it became more and more pertinent that like this is not just me anymore. This is you guys as well. And so I needed to realize that, and realize I can't just depend on you guys. And I need personal time as well, but I also share myself and reflect with you guys as well. I can't just do it alone, and I also want to continue sharing my message, because everyone's voice needs to be heard, including mine. So, and everyone has their unique way of showing it. This is mine. And it might continue to grow. Like, hell, I might even become like a fucking like speaker or something. I don't know, but as of right now, I know that this is my platform for speaking, you guys, and preaching, if you will, my story. And I could cry and pity myself and like whine about, oh, my story is important because like I'm in pain. Pretty much every thing that's in existence is in pain. So like I can't just whine about that. I'm just gonna be honest and say I'm selfish. Like I want my story to be told because I think it's important, and it is. Like everyone's story is important, and a lot of people don't realize this, and a lot of people might like be like, well, that's dumb, and I'm gonna try not to care as much as I possibly can, because as much as I like to pretend that I'm callous and don't care, it's impossible to be completely callous without being a sociopath. So I'm gonna try, okay? Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, these videos are important to me, and I'm gonna continue them. They're just not gonna be as regular, and they're not gonna be as emotional and I don't know, as they used to be. But that doesn't mean that I don't care about you guys and I don't care about my videos. It just means that I need space, and I need like time for myself, not just time for me and you. I need time for myself as well, like alone. And so yeah. Also, oh my god, I've discovered this new YouTube channel, and I've been binge watching him forever. Like, well, not forever. It's been many, many hours though, and it's literally 3 a.m. where I am right now. But oh, it's amazing. Like how first I started with TED Talks because TED Talks, which if you don't know what TED Talks are, basically they're this company, I guess you could say, and they have various speakers come up and on their stage and they have TED Talks and they basically talk about whatever it is that their cause is. Like they could have like an organization that they have started, or they could have a blog, or they could be an author, or they could just be someone with a disability who is an advocate for whatever their cause is, and TED Talks is what they do. Like that's what they do. Like the TED Talks company or whatever it is, I think, gives them a platform to speak. And millions of people follow TED Talks, like on YouTube and in person on stage, on TV, like, you know, like TED Talks is important. So like, yeah. But anyways, I was starting off with that and like was almost crying a few times because like some people, the way that they talk, it just resonates with you so deeply. And also I was incredibly confused because I didn't know like what I felt, and like I didn't know like, and I still don't really know exactly how I feel. Like I feel like I'm almost in perpetual confusion all the time, constantly, every moment of every day. Like I'm always at least slightly confused, and I'm starting to learn that that's okay. Like I don't need to know everything, and I don't need to accept everything. Like I just need to like learn to live and not be ashamed to live my life and to live fully and however I need to, and not be afraid and ashamed anymore. And those many, many TED Talks that I watched helped with that. But then also there's this YouTuber that I found who is incredible. Like in my life I've actually never met him, but like seeing someone who like connects with people so deeply, and like he doesn't even need to talk to them to communicate with them so well and connect with them. It's amazing. So honestly, he has a very long title, taking it from yours truly. Like he has a long title and I don't remember the name of his YouTube channel exactly, except for it starts with an S and something about symptoms or disorder or something. But basically this dude is amazing because he goes out and reaches out to people who are disabled, so like autistic, like ADHD, depression, like epilepsy, like many, many more disorders that I don't even know how to pronounce, not to mention like say, so I'm not gonna try and like do that because I don't do medical words. Like that's just, no, we're not gonna do that. Okay, I'm trying to stop making as many self-deprecative jokes because I mean them, and it's not just a joke when you mean it, and it really hurts. And also, I'm my worst self-critic, so I'm trying to stop. Moving on. Anyways, so this amazing guy, like he's amazing. Like he literally reaches out to these disabled kids and like their families and everyone, and was like, do you want to be on my like channel? And like they talk and he interviews them, and it's just incredible seeing him connect with these kids, and they're adorable. Like they're so cute. Like sometimes they can't even talk and they just communicate in the most amazing ways. Like some of them are blind, some of them have seizures, some of them just like, or you can see it in their eyes, they want to be heard. And watching them just confirmed like everyone's story needs to be heard, and it doesn't matter like who you are or what you do or like what your lot in life is or like what pain has been sought to you. Like your story needs to be heard. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are, like your story needs to be heard. And even if you're as young as like 2 or a baby, an infant, or as old as like 100 and something, like your story still needs to be heard. It doesn't matter. And you need to make your mark on the world because everyone is important and everyone deserves to be remembered. Even if it's by one person, you still will be remembered by that one person, and that's what makes the difference. And it's just amazing seeing how even YouTube, it seems small, but YouTube has grown so exponentially and like has become a platform for so many people. And not just the people that create the channel, but the people that they bring onto the channels with them. And it's just amazing to see the growth of people and the messages that are moved across millions of people. And it's, I love it so much. Like, it just warms my heart. I don't know. And it just confirmed that this is why I do this channel. Like, this is why I had this channel, to express my story and others as well. Even if I can't interview people because I'm obviously just a 17-year-old girl. But I would love to. Like, I would love to interview people and like share their stories as well. And I would love to write their stories. Like, that's part of the reason why I wanted to be a journalist. And I guess I could still technically be somewhat of a journalist if I continued this channel and like growed it as much as I want to grow it. But I don't know. Like, I've always wanted to help people, even when I was a kid. Like, I was always very protective of those that were hurt, and like I always wanted to help everyone. And I got kind of jaded and more selfish and like wanted to protect myself more than others, and still those that I care about really closely, that I don't have like a wall around, like I care about very deeply and very protective of. But now that I have the wall up, like a lot of the other people that could have my help, I don't help because I would prefer to protect myself. And I'm realizing that that's wrong. And like, everyone deserves help. No matter how much of an asshole they may seem, they still deserve your help. And I'm just like realizing like everyone suffers in their own way, and like you can always help. And being a hindrance is doing nothing but adding to the problem. And so you just need to help. And even if something as small as a smile can make a difference. And as cheesy as it sounds, it's true. Like, it's so true. And it's sad how light can be drowned out so much by darkness, but it is. So that just means that we need to add more light, and like more and more light, and like communicate our light further than the darkness can reach it. And if that means that I have to face my fears and be vulnerable in front of however many people watch me, then I will do it, because that's more important than my fears. So, welcome back, I guess. I don't know when I'll see you next, but I will see you.